big fan of Rex Orange County here in the studio. But you know who else we're a big fan of? Our guest that we have in studio right now, Detrah Bowman. Hello. This is She is a Miss New Jersey USA contestant. Yes,
Ooh, very
very
nice.
fun and fresh. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course, you woke up really early for this. I mean, well, now it's 8:30, so it's not as early as it was earlier. but I mean, still early. So thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
You ready to get into some questions?
Yes, let's do
You
it.
excited? Ooh, okay. So first of all, for those who don't know, could you explain exactly what Miss New Jersey USA is?
Yes, Miss New Jersey USA Contestant is just a pageant that's created for young, confident, beautiful women that we all are to compete and become a Miss New Jersey. And then, if crowned and titled, you also get flown out to become a Miss USA contestant and compete there.
That is so exciting.
Oh
I know.
It's very exciting.
We're next to
Oh,
a celebrity. Oh my god.
crazy.
My question for you is like, what's your journey been like, and how'd you get to where you are right now? What are some obstacles you had to overcome?
Some obstacles is just balancing like school life and also like pageant life was definitely some obstacles I had to like overcome. But as of my journey right now, I'm just focusing like on school and also social life and also pageant life. So I'm just gambling those two, going here and there, and just making sure I keep up with myself and appearances and all.
Wow. That's a lot to go on. I know I'm stressed all the time, and it's like school and this and that is it. Exactly. My time management skills are awful. So yours are obviously amazing if you've got all that going.
Thank you.
But so there's a stereotype behind pageants.
Mhm.
And to get a little serious. And it tends to be that pageants are superficial. What do you think of this stereotype?
You know what? I think this stereotype is definitely true. Like some young women are stereotypical and falls into a stereotypic stigma. But as a person that wants to stay away from that stigma and stuff, I really idolize those who are the role models that try to prevent the stigmas and types. So like a stigma that's normally also known as like like not quirky, but like negatively quirky, overly like confident, because that's a thing, or like not being humble is also a thing, and just being very stuck up and entitled, and I don't want that stigma to be reflected on me as a young woman. I want to reflect the opposite, so I just want to stay on track with trying to prevent that stigma from being very known to my name.
Of course, because when you're in this when you're in this thing, in these pageants, you want to be a role model for people.
Oh yeah,
and why would you be stuck up when you're trying to be a role model? But
Yeah, you reflect such poise when you speak, especially. So I feel like just meeting you today, you definitely are not reflective of that stereotype in any way
thank
possible.
you.
And honestly, it for some people it takes some work to do
Yeah.
that. So I commend
Huh.
you for that.
Thank you.
So my question for you is, how does it feel to be that role model for people trying to break through those stereotypes and avoiding those negative stigmas around pageantry?
Oh gosh, it's nerve-wracking. It really is. Because at every given moment, now, especially because like word has got out, it's like everything has to be perfect. And there's no such thing as perfect. And I'm still like a human being. So it's a lot of pressure, especially because I tend to overthink a lot sometimes. So that also reflects on me. But it's a challenge, but we manage, we move. Like I have my sisters that keep me grounded, and I love them so much because I wouldn't even be who I am today without them. So that helps a lot. But that's pretty much it. That's how I stay grounded.
yeah,
I'm so glad that you have your sisters in your
Thank
corner,
you.
because
of
especially
course.
with everything that you're juggling, it's
Yeah.
so it must be so difficult. I can't even
Mhm.
imagine like what goes on behind the scenes and how
Yeah.
much you have to juggle.
Yeah, and it's definitely always good to have somebody in your corner for
Yes.
sure.
Oh my gosh. I love them.
Oh, that's so nice.
Shout out to you guys if y'all are listening.
Oh, that's so sweet. So we've noticed that you have a strong passion for women's rights.
Yes.
What are the challenges that women have to face in an industry like this? What about the just industries in general? Like, what do you think that women face?
Oh, like the stereotypes are definitely known in like career business, entertainment, publicly, we face those kind of things like body image, what you expect, what beauty standards, quote unquote, are, and also how they carry themselves. Like a lot of times women are known to be like the underdogs, but honestly, the truth is a lot of times the successful man in the room always got a woman that helped him get to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So
True
definitely.
that. Wow. Snaps for that. Because that was so good. What's your measurement? No.
No, seriously, a successful man will have a more intelligent and successful woman behind it. Say it for the louder for the people in the
Mhm.
back. Are y'all
Yes.
listening to this?
What?
This
Yes.
wisdom coming from this girl.
That was
She
a lot of
did.
wisdom right there.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Like seriously,
you.
because there's, like you said, such a stigma on this type of things, and like women have such a pressure to perform
Mhm.
Yes,
and
of
be
course.
an ideal vision of what it means to be a woman. But like you're paving your own way and your own
Yeah.
image for that. So again, so
Yeah.
commendable for this.
Thank you.
We also noticed that you have a passion for labor and delivery nursing. That's so amazing. How did you
Yes.
discover that passion? Like, what led you to that?
Thank you. Well, first and foremost, my character. I know that I wanted to be surrounded by women and strong, dominant women and educated women. So I was like, okay, I know I'm into the physician thing. I love babies. I love helping out. So that like stirred me towards it. And I was like, okay, like what is not better than being surrounded by young women and birthing life? Like, I just feel like it's so much beauty in like giving birth and bringing it into the world and knowing you contribute to that. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely like something that sparks my interest. Because in a physician field, there's so much you can do. But I was like, I don't want to, like be around other things other than like women and women passions and, that life-changing experience with birthing and delivery and all of that. I was like, okay, this might be where I want to be at.
That's awesome, especially since women need so much support, especially during labor, like the medical field and like women in labor. There's a lot of work to be done, especially with POC women as well. It's a really scary thing to go through. So honestly, we need a lot more people like you in this field.
For sure. And it's always great to have those, those different things to yourself. You do pageants, yes, but you also have to do with this very important thing to life. It's literally life,
Yes.
And I think that's amazing. And I think that's really great that
Thank
you
you.
have like these different things that are a part of you and what you
Thank
do.
you.
So we have to ask you, what is your message to women? We're going back to pageants. Sorry.
It's okay.
What? Yeah, women always. What is your message to women who want to compete for Miss New Jersey?
You know what? Every woman that signed up to compete for Miss New Jersey has already won, in my opinion, because it takes a really bold, confident woman to go up there and sign up and apply and be in that limelight and own it. Because it's like, it's not a guarantee, but listen, all of you women standing up there, you already won because you're beautifully confidently up there, So that takes a lot of courage, and a lot of people cannot do that, So I just want to say you won already. Like, congratulations.
Yeah, no, and I think it's really great because, it does take, you said it does take a lot of confidence, and you can see it because I know I personally could not get up stage and be like, hi, I'm here. I just couldn't do it because you need to have the confidence for that.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, if you do go up there, I do agree with you too. Like,
Yeah.
you've won,
Yeah.
whether you have the title or not, you've done it.
Yep.
And that's what matters, is that you're
Yes.
getting yourself out there. So on the topic of confidence, what does confidence mean to you?
Confidence means to embrace who you are, your uniqueness, your individuality from others, and also what makes you stand out from the crowd. Because a lot of people just go to fit in, but I also admire those who stand out because those are the ones you actually pay mind to. So just owning who you are and your uniqueness and your mentality of your uniqueness definitely is what confidence stems from.
For sure. I could definitely agree with that. It was great. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm like, wow, she has great answers, as she definitely has to do interview questions on stage. Yeah,
Thank
literally.
Oh my goodness. My question to you, being the amazing example you are to women, what is your message to all women?
To all women, love yourself, be bold, be brave, be confident. That is my one and only message to all women, because I just feel like all of that speaks on who you are and who you are in a room. So if you are confident, then everybody else will be confident in you being confident. So just be bold and brave.
I love it.
That was Beautiful. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
I feel
Okay,
empowered.
because then I'm gonna
Oh
cry.
my god, we're all gonna cry. We're crying in studio today, guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
you guys are
Yeah.
making my heart melt.
That's
Like
so sweet.
literally.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
seriously.
having me.
And I must
honestly.
say, this interview alone, I think you've taken some of the stereotypes and the stigma
Oh,
away from it. Just from this
thank
interview,
you.
honestly, at least for me, I know. Because I've
Thank
known
you.
people who have been in the pageants and they've been the stereotype.
Really.
And I didn't, and it makes a bad name for you guys. But I
Yeah.
think really, like, talking to you just for this, 10, 15 minutes, like, it's really changed my opinions a lot.
Oh,
So.
thank you.
Of course.
That means a lot to me, guys.
Just this little amount of time, you're definitely going far. Like
Oh.
that's not just me saying that. Like
Yeah.
you have a lot of potential to do great things. Pageantry in your future career. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very looking
All
forward
of the
to see where
above.
you go.
She's like,
Thank
don't make me
you.
cry.
Oh,
Well, thank you so
ladies.
much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me,
This
ladies.
was
Like honestly, it's
great.
an honor.
Of course. This is our girl power group. So
Yes.
you join right out.
I'm so
You
for
go
it.
right in. Well, thank you so much. All right, guys, we are going to go. This was Detrah Bowman.
Yes.
Bowman, sorry. I'm
It's
so sorry.
okay.
I'm so bad with names sometimes. But on that note, we are going to go on a quick break here on the Morning Buzz, and we'll be right back.